Welcome to the channel. In this video today, we're going to talk about the importance of book descriptions, and in specific, book descriptions found on your Amazon sales page. Do not under any circumstance underestimate the power of your book description on Amazon. Copywriting is a highly sought after skill set. There are elite copywriters like Anik Singhal who charge anywhere between 150 to 200,000 for their services, and those are some premium prices, and there are corporations and advertising companies that are willing to pay this kind of money for top tier copywriters. Thus, the importance of copywriting. So writing a compelling sales page could be the difference between making a sale and losing a customer. Good copywriting is a gatekeeper between you and your customer, or you and your money. Frame your mind around solving problems. So when you're copywriting, you want to frame your mind around providing solutions to people's everyday problems. You're providing solutions to customers' problems. What are your customers' grievances? Do your customers want illustrations to go with their book? How can you serve your customer better than your competitors? Research. You need to do your due diligence before even thinking about writing or publishing a book. Now, I'm going to go show you an example of doing customer research and my due diligence before getting into a niche. So right here we have a cookbook called The Ketogenic Diet for beginners. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right to the critical reviews. So right now I'm looking at the customer grievances and complaints. So very fluff info from a non-doctor, poorly written, nearly all recipes, technical info is great, the editing was horrible. So right off the bat we find that the formatting of this book was not done very well. Let's take a look at number 2. There are some good recipes, some bad ones. Wasn't a fan of cooking styles, require a lot of oil and pan, which returns me to smell. Okay, and I'm willing to bet that there are no illustrations in the book, because that's the number one complaint with cookbooks. Customers always complain about the lack of illustrations, and this looks like a plain text book, a plain text cookbook. So yeah, there are no illustrations to be found. So that's something you should keep in mind when publishing a cookbook. If you provide illustrations, it'll just make the content that much better. It will make your book stand out from your competitors, and it will last in the long run. So you want to familiarize yourself with your customers' terminology, their desires, their problems. So as I showed you earlier in the cookbook, Ketogenic Diet, there's terminology like ketosis, ketones, etc., fat burning. So these are things you want to become aware of by doing your research. And when you do your research, you pick up on these terms, and you want to incorporate these terminologies into your copywriting. So another thing you want to keep in mind is what other problems you can solve that they may have. So this really is upselling them. So you've given them the proposition of selling them a cookbook, but now they may need an exercise regimen or routine book, or perhaps you want to upsell them exercise equipment. These are all things that you should keep into consideration. I personally think of the book description as a gatekeeper to making a sale. If you have an appealing cover but a crappy book description, your customer may land on your sales page but may be deterred to purchase your book due to poor copywriting. I personally do my own copywriting, but if it's not your strong suit, I suggest you either develop the skill or simply outsource it. So outsourcing it means hire a professional to do it for you, and you can easily do that on Upwork or any other freelancing website. Create curiosity. When writing your sales page for a book, show people the what and not the how. You want customers wanting more. Show them what they need, but not how to do it. The what equals the value proposition, right? So that's the freebie you give them. You educate them on what they need, but you don't teach them the how, because the how is what you're going to be selling. So that's going to be your product or service. So bottom line is curiosity sells. That's going to be all for this video on book descriptions. It was short and sweet. I want to keep my videos concise and to the point. I don't want to waste anybody's time. And I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, subscribe, like, share. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.